In a quiet village surrounded by lush fields, there was a boy named Vaue. Vaue was curious and loved to explore, but he didn't care much about learning. While other children attended school and studied hard, Vaue would spend his days wandering the countryside, watching the birds and playing by the river. One day, as Vaue was sitting under a large mango tree, an old man with kind eyes and a long, flowing robe approached him. The villagers called him the wise elder, for he was known to give advice that changed lives. The elder watched Vaue for a moment, then asked, "Why do you spend your days wandering, Vaue? Why don't you learn like the other children?" Vaue smiled and replied, "There's no need to rush. Learning can wait. I want to enjoy life now." The wise elder nodded thoughtfully and said, "Let me tell you a story, Vaue. There was once a young tree in a field, much like this one. The tree spent its early years basking in the sun, enjoying the wind, and not worrying about growing its roots deep into the earth. It thought, "I have all the time in the world to grow strong." But one day, a great storm came, and because the tree's roots were not deep, it was easily uprooted and blown away. Vaue looked up at the elder, listening intently. "What happened to the tree?" he asked. The elder sighed. The tree was lost, Vaue. It could not withstand the storm, because it had not prepared itself when it had the chance. Learning is like growing roots. The deeper and stronger your roots, the more prepared you will be for the storms of life. If you wait too long, it might be too late to grow strong. Vaue sat quietly, thinking about the story. He realized that while he was enjoying his carefree days, he was not preparing himself for the future. From that day on, Vaue decided to attend school and learn as much as he could. He still loved to explore and play, but he balanced it with learning, knowing that it would help him grow strong and resilient, like a tree with deep roots. As the years passed, Vaue became one of the most knowledgeable people in the village. He used what he learned to help others and solve problems in the community. And whenever a storm came, he stood firm, knowing that his roots were deep, thanks to the lesson from the wise elder. Vaue's story became an inspiration to others, reminding everyone that learning is not something to put off, but something that makes us strong enough to face whatever challenges life may bring.